You should be able to hear me now. So my computer ran out of power. Here, let me go ahead and pull this up. My computer ran out of power because I didn't have a charge. I usually prefer not to play with my computer plugged in, but I think I'm going to go ahead and play at least one game and see how it goes. Okay, excuse me, sorry. And I did pull up the the music. I got it. YouTube has a copyright-free music section, and so I just went ahead and picked a couple songs from the list and then put it in a playlist. And we're gonna see if it keeps playing them or if it's just gonna stop after one song. But in any case, let's go ahead and pull up another game here. And then probably after this one, unless it feels like a good opportunity, unless it feels like I should be playing another one, then I'll probably take a break from this afterwards and then go for a walk then. Unless you guys want to see some kind of content, some kind of other content or something, maybe if you want to see me do the visual novel right now and work on that, I could also do that as well. Maybe I could do the visual novel for an hour and then I could go out for a walk and then I can upload that video and then I'll take a break from then while the video is uploading and then maybe I'll end off the night by doing a little bit of an ASMR thing. Let's go ahead and go in here. Okay, so this is probably protected there, that's probably protected there, that's a pretty good move here. I want to get my bishop out here, kind of set things up to get this rook just in case. So I'm going to go ahead and move my my bishop out here. Okay, you move the horse, so there's no need to have that right now. Actually, if he moves this pawn for any reason, then that horse is going to be defenseless. So I will actually no, it's pretty defended there. So I didn't really need to do that move right there. This pawn is pretty protected there. Okay, there was a thing there. Okay, that's a good move. I'm going to go ahead and move this here, protect my queen. I know the horse was probably there to back it up. If he goes for this pawn, then I'll take it there. If not, then I'll just go for it. So he's probably going to be forced to retreat in some way there. And I got this pawn out. It didn't really free anything up, but yeah, he'll probably move that out of the way. The queen, do I want to start moving the queen out quite yet? Maybe I'll try and free up one of the rooks at least before. So yeah, I think next turn he'll probably retreat his bishop somewhere along these three lines here, and so then I'll move my pawn up and try and get this rook out, because this rook would take take a few extra turns to get out. So I'll work on that, and then maybe I'll move one of my horses out of the way. Okay, interesting, he moves there. That works too. So then I'm gonna go ahead and oh, interesting. Should I just move it right here and kind of threaten? I could just move this up two spaces, and then he's stuck between these two right here. That works there. So I'm going to go ahead and move this up 2 spaces there. So that kind of traps him. He's forced to be in one of those 2 spots there. And then next turn I can work on getting my rook or something there. Okay, so he moved that piece there. Should I move my knight? If I move my knight here, and then here, I could do trade. Nah, it's too much. I don't need to go all that trouble for just the bishop. So I'm going to move this up here. I'm going to start freeing up my rook. So his bishop's pretty much trapped there. He might go right here, but my queen is protecting that there. If I move this pawn up a few, then I could threaten to take his bishop. Yeah, let me go ahead and move this rook up. Yeah, let me go ahead and move this rook up here. He might go for something with the queen there. Yeah, whatever. He can't really go for anything. So I'm going to move this rook up here. If the queen goes in right here or here, I could take it with the rook. So that protects my my back pieces from the rook. That's good. Do I want to go for this piece here? Do I want to go up for one more? What was I trying to set up? I was trying to set up to get one of these pieces right. I guess this could work here. And then what does that do? That he'd probably go in. He'd probably go in for that piece right there. So do I really want to take that? I mean, if not, he's just going to take this, and the next turn I'll take that. Is there something I could do to threaten? I could go in for a trade here. I don't particularly want to go in for a trade. Oh, I thought about moving this piece up there, but that's going to take 2 turns in order to do that. So is the queen protected? Yeah, the queen's all protected. So I mean, I might as well do this trade right here. Why not? His bishop's probably going to go for that, and he'll be a little bit more free to move, but that's okay. Pawn for pawn, and then it frees up his. I can't move my rook right here, or else the queen will go for it. Maybe I can put a counterplay or something. maybe I'll move my king over, and so then I can remove my rook, and then if he goes in with his queen, then I can just take the queen with my king. So that might be a good counterplay there. Alternatively, okay, interesting. He went for that instead. That works too. I mean, either way, I mean, he's keeping his bishop kind of stuck there a little bit. His bishop can still move down here. So let's see here. Do I want to just start moving some pieces out? That might be effective. Oh yeah, I could move the king out here a bit. And so yeah, I think, but then there's really no point, because then if I move the rook here, his knight's just going to take it. So I should probably just focus on moving some other pieces out in the meantime. So I'm going to go ahead and just move this piece up here, and then kind of set it up for this rook to maybe get into the playing field a little bit. Maybe I'll just move this pawn up one more as well, and then I'll move the rook into a line of sight right here. Oh, if I move the rook up here, then the queen will just take it. Oh, actually, you know, that might be a good strategy. Let me move it here. The queen might be tempted to take it, and then my bishop would be there. So let's see if that would be a worthwhile trade. Let's see if he goes in for it. If not, then I'll just move the pawn up one, and then I'll take that next turn. And then he moved his bishop out, so it's kind of free. But if he takes this, then yeah, he took that. I did not think about that. That was a good move right there. I'll go ahead and take his bishop here. Okay, you put me in check. That works too. That's fine. If I mean, again, there's no really particular threat. Yeah, there's no really particular threat. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this here. If he goes for the knight, I'll just take it with my bishop, and then other than that, he's not safe to really go anywhere else. So I'll just leave that be. He can't really take this pawn either. So I mean, okay, he moved it into check right there. Okay, that works too. If I mean, what? I'll just move it back, right? Yeah. Okay, here we go. We're just gonna play tag. So I just move that piece back right there. Okay. Okay, he moved in the knight, so he's kind of seeing that if he moves in his queen, he can kind of go for a counterplay there. If he moves his horse over here, he can take the knight, take whatever. So that's probably not a very good move right there. So let's see here. If I move this piece, yeah, I can move this piece here. Why won't it let me? Yeah, there you go. I'll move that piece there. That protects the king. The queen's not really going to go for it because the king could just take it. So I think that's a good countermeasure for a potential check. And then he is kind of trapping in my king, so I should probably move my pawns up a little bit, do something there. Move my queen. No, if I move my queen, then his horse will just take it there, so I don't want to do that. Yeah, so I think that was a pretty good move there. If I move this bishop up there, no, if I move it for that, then his bishop will just take it. Can I do something with this bishop? No, not really. So maybe I can start moving my horse out somehow, or my rook out. Okay, there he goes. He's just like, nah, screw this, I'm out here. So he moved that there. Then let's see here. Then I think I'll just go ahead and move. I think I'll move this pawn right here. Let my queen have a bit of a free range to go out if she needs to go. And then maybe next turn I'll probably move this pawn to let my rook have a bit of a free range to go out as well. He has a little bit more time than me, but I'm trying to think of a way to get him to check. This bishop is a bit of a problem because I can't really go for this rook and take that pawn. If he moves this pawn at any time, I can go straight in for his rook, and then he'll take it with the queen. But I'm fine with that trade there. He moves in his horse there. If I move my horse, it's just going to be a trade right there. So I don't know if I really want to do that. So I think I'm just gonna. Oh, I can't really move that there because then my king will be in trouble. I see what he's going for. Yeah, I see what he's going for. Okay. Well then, let's see here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and move my queen. Oh, well. Is there anything else that I can do? If I move my... Yeah, here we go. If I move my knight... No, I can only move my knight over here. I can't really do anything else there with that. If I move my bishop up here and he goes for this knight... I mean, if he goes for that knight, then my queen's in trouble. Yeah, I think that's probably what he's going to do. But I mean, at this point, really the only thing being threatened is... Oh, well, yeah, it is... I see, and I can't really move that there. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and move this out of the way. I'm probably going to lose that knight, but that's fine. And then if I need to, I have the space that I can move the king out. Yep, there it is. So he went and he moved that knight there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and move my queen right here. So if he moves his knight at any time, then I can go straight for his queen. He'll probably take my queen with his rook, but you know, that's just going to be a trade right there. And that also protects my queen because his knight would have gone for my queen afterwards. And so next turn, let's see here. Maybe do I want to move this up here? He puts that in check again. Then I'll just move it right here, so I take his knight, and because he moved his queen out of the way, it's you know, that was a free piece right there. Okay, he moved his rook kind of right there. If I move this here, then his rook will take it, and then can my queen do anything? If I move this here, his rook will. Wait, no, hold on. If I move this here, if I move this back, I can't really do anything. I can't really move this piece here. Okay, he's trapping me in pretty good. I might be in trouble for a check right here, but I think that's pretty much my only move. He's probably going to go in for his rook right now. Actually, I can move it back, so never mind, I'm fine. I'm going to go ahead and move my king back here. If he moves his rook right over here, then I'll take it. Okay, he moves the queen over here. I could move my queen, but he's just going to take my queen. He's going to take my king. Okay, so if I move my queen here, he's probably going to take it with his rook, and then well, I'll have to move here. Or if he goes and he takes it with his queen, then I think that would be a checkmate right there if he takes it with his queen. So I think that this is probably going to be game right there. There's really nothing I can do. So yeah, this is probably checkmate. Next move is going to be checkmate. And that's the end of the game. Yep, there it is. Checkmate. Okay, you know, I feel like playing one more game. Yeah, let's play one more game. That was kind of a quick game. I think I'll play one more game, and then I'll call it. Okay, so I'm black, so I'm waiting for him to go first. There we go. Let's go ahead and which piece? I'm going to move this piece up. 2 pieces, right there. Okay, he moves that out. He's probably planning to go there. That's okay. I'll just take his if he does. This rook here, can I do something? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and move this piece up here one. Set it up for my bishop to go out. He moves his queen. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to move this piece right here just in case he moves that there. Okay, he went for a counterplay there, but his pawn is unprotected, so I'm just going to go ahead and take that for free. He moves his knight there. Can't really do anything. He can't really do anything anyway. So let's see if I can do something about this piece here. I think I'm going to go ahead and move this out. Gives me an opportunity to move my rook forward as well. He takes that. Can you do anything? He can't really do anything anyway. So if I move this up here, he'll probably just take it with that. So there's really no point to do that. I don't want to move my rook up here. So if I move my queens or something, yeah. So I think I'm going to go ahead and move my queen out right here. And that threatens his bishop. And is there anything defending it? Oh, the queen could go after my queen if I do that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and move my bishop over here, and he's probably going to go for that bishop, or he's going to retreat, one of the two. We'll see what he does. Okay, interesting. He goes for that. So he's kind of aware that if he went for that's what would happen. So he's threatening to do that, but none of my other pieces are really under fire. If I move my queen up here, it's fine. So I'm just going to move my queen right there. It's perfectly safe. The horse is protecting it, but I can go ahead and move this pawn up here. Okay, interesting. So he's really going after my queen right now. But yeah, and if I move that, is it? Yeah, he's kind of setting things up there. But I'll just go ahead and move my queen right here. Is there anything protecting it? Yeah, I'm fine to move it right there. So I'm just go ahead and do that. I'll move that piece right there. It's perfectly safe. I'm probably going to want to get this rook out here because it looks like there's a little bit of a tussle going on. Or maybe this pawn. Maybe I'll just move this pawn over and threaten that bishop, because then that'll force the bishop to move back, and then that gives me an option to take it or do something. Okay, he moves the queen in for a check. I'm just going to go ahead and move my king out of the way. I'm going to move my... Oh, right. Here we go. Yeah, that's right. Because then the bishop's right there and checking it. Okay, that works there too. Okay, he rooks his king, and now I'm going to move this pawn up here, and so that threatens his bishop, and he can't move forward because then, or he could, but then this pawn's protecting that there, and so he's probably, and the queen's there, so he's going to be forced to remove it to that point. And let's see here, he might go for a trade right there. If I don't want to move this right here. Let's see here. What I could do, if I move this, I could either retreat this bishop. If I move it here, am I safe? He'd just go for this pawn, right? There's nothing else that he could really do if I'm there. So I think if I just move this over, is there anything? Yeah, and it threatens his queen as well. So, and the horses are fine. Yeah, so I'm just going to move it down here. He can't move the pawn forward because his horse is in the way. And if he moves his horse, then his queen is threatened. So he does that. I don't really care because I'm just going to move my horse over here. And then that threatens his bishop again as well. So his bishop can't move forward. If his bishop moves here, it's in threat. If his bishop moves here, it's in threat. So I mean, he's kind of stuck to just go back to the same spot he went. Or go one step further, or he's going to lose it. Any other space to put these two, he's going to lose that bishop next turn. And I should really start trying to focus on getting this rook out. Probably move this pawn forward in an opportunity. Yep, so we move that there. Do I want to go for this? No, he'll just take it. So I'm going to go ahead and just move this pawn up here. He might go for that, but whatever. And then I can just, no, I don't want to do that because then he'll just. Actually, maybe I will, no, because then the bishop will go there, right? Okay, so he just moved that piece there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and move this up forward one more. Wait, if I move that up forward one more, his queen might just go over for it, and so I don't want to quite do that. If I move this piece over to here, that might be a good one, because then the queen, well, then that kind of breaks my strategy anyway. If I move this bishop up here and take that, and then, yeah, if I move this bishop up here, his bishop's probably going to go after it, and then I could go with my queen and take that, but I wouldn't really be able to take his rook, so I don't think I'm going to do that. So I think this is a good opportunity to go ahead and get my rook out in the playing field. And so I'm going to move that there. I could move my rook over here as well, threaten the queen. I think that's a good opportunity as well. So I'm going to go ahead and move my rook and threaten the queen right here. He could come down and get it, but, there's that. And so at this point I could go for that. Do I want to or not? There's a threat to this piece right here. Is there something I could do about the king? Not really. So I mean, if he goes for this, then I can move my knight in there. So probably, and if he does go for that, then he's gonna lose his queen. So that's probably a trade he does not want to take. So is there something I could do in case he goes for this piece right here? If I move this up here, am I safe? I think I am safe if I move that up there. And actually, I think this is a perfect opportunity. Is there a perfect opportunity? I'm just going to move this pawn right here. And if he goes for that trade, then I'll just take his rook in turn. Yep, there he goes. He went for that. Oh, no. If I go for that, then his queen's going to go for my queen. So that's not really something I want to do. If I move this piece here, is it safe? No, it's not. If I move it there, it's not safe. Okay, well, that didn't really go exactly as I planned, so that's alright. I'm just going to go ahead and move my queen back here. And if he goes for this, I can still just go for that. But maybe I should just try and retreat it, because a bishop for a knight isn't really worth it. Well, actually, I could go with the pawn right here, and I could threaten to take this one. But, yeah, I don't know. If I just take this one next turn, then his queen would go in. Is there a way that I could threaten the queen in some way? Not particularly. This one, his pawn is in the way. He moved his queen over here. If I move my queen there, that pawn is kind of a menace right there. Is there something I can do about that pawn? If I could take that pawn out, then I could move in with my queen right here. So it might be worthwhile to just do a horse for horse trade right here. Actually, if I move my horse in, then his pawn would just go right there, right? Okay, interesting. So he went in there, he put me in check, and he's just going to do a trade right here. I'm going to take his bishop, and then what, he's just going to take my bishop or something like that? I mean, okay, whatever. Or I could just move my horse. No, because then he'll just take it. So, I mean, this is the best option I have right here. And his queen's probably going to go in and do a check as well. Then I'll just move my rook up to counter that. And he's not going to go for my rook because then that's going to put his queen in check. Yep, so he went for that. So I'm going to go ahead and put this right here. He's probably going to take my knight out next. Yeah, so that was a good move. That was a good set of moves right there. I have my queen kind of not really doing anything right now. So is there something I can do to get kind of in playing field? Let me go ahead and move this piece right here. And so I can at least threaten to move those horses out of the way, if nothing else. So he moves that there. Is anything in trouble? This is in trouble a little bit. Yeah, this is in trouble. But I'm just going to, if I move it here, if I move it there. If I move it here, is it safe? It is safer here, but maybe I don't want to do that. If I move it all the way out here, no, it's not really a good spot. If I move it here, I want to kind of keep it out in the playing field. If I move it here, it's going to take it. So I think this is the only safe place I can move my bishop right now. So I'm going to go ahead and move it there. He might move his queen over. We'll see what he does at this point. Nothing else is really being threatened right now. Am I still streaming? I think the power went out for just a second. But I mean, well, even if the power goes out, my computer is still plugged in, so it's fine. Oh, but it'd be the internet if the internet goes out. Okay, this could be... Is this going to be a problem here? Did the internet just die? Okay, well his time is running. Hopefully the internet didn't die. One second. Oh, okay, good. The internet didn't die because he just moved that piece there. Okay, so what was I thinking? Okay, if I move this over here, is there anything protecting? Okay, well, he could go in for that. That's right. So if he moves this over, then that's a bit of a problem there. If I move this right here in the middle, then, I mean, yeah. Okay. If I move this over, no, that's not really a good move. If I just move up, no, because they'll just take that piece there then. Is there anything in double jeopardy? No, so I'm just gonna move my knight out into the playing field, because I mean, and I'm fine to leave this rook here, because if he went for it, then my king would just take it. I remember that. So I moved that piece there. This one's kind of in the way there. Is there anything I could do about this freaking pawn? It's so annoying right here. I guess not really, unless I'm willing to sacrifice a piece. Can I just move up here and take this pawn for free? There's nothing threatening it since the queen moved over. But if I do that, then the queen is just gonna go over. And so if I move this here, it's in threat. If I move that there, it's in threat. I mean, this pawn, this bishop's goner, one way or the other. I can't really do anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and kamikaze in here, take one of the pawns. He's gonna move his pawn, but at least I'll get that annoying pawn out of the way. Okay. So he's kind of moving in, but I do need to be a bit smarter about my moves. I'm also running out of time a bit more. So then next turn, let's see if I can, while the two knights are here, maybe if there's something I can do about this. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and move. I'm going to go ahead and move this pawn up here, and that kind of clears away from the queen to do something. And maybe I'll move it up one more. If I move it, okay, so he went in for that. That works too. He's probably going to plan on going here for a potential check. If I move my knight here, if I move it anywhere there, yeah, I see what he's gonna probably do. So is there a counterplay I could do? If I move my horse here, I can't do anything. If I move it here, actually, if he goes for that, then my horse will just go straight for him. So I'm fine with that. And if I move this knight up here, this rook up here, then his horse is no, because then they'll take my horse, and I don't want to do that. If I move it here, they'll take it just the same. Is there anything protecting this piece? There's not anything protecting this piece. I could just jump in for a free pawn right now. Is it worthwhile to do? I mean, oh no, because his thing would just take it. So I'm not going to do that either. If I move my queen over, it's not the best move. Oh, he's blowing. So these knights are annoying right here. So let's see here. If I move, yeah, I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to go ahead and just. Is there any reason this would be a bad move? No, I'm going to move my rook here, put his king in check. That's my next move right there. Okay, there he goes. So that kind of removes that bit of an annoying knight there. And then with that, I'll go ahead and move my rook up here and threaten this knight as well. Oh gosh, I really gotta hurry. Okay, I'm just going to have to make quick moves. If he goes for that, is there anything threatening? No, not really. So he's just going to go here, so I'm just going to move this rook here. So that kind of puts it at a position where I can go for this knight here. I'm just gonna try to make a quick. I just have to move really quick now. I can't really think too much. I have to think when he's thinking, and so he moves in for that. That's okay. So I'm just gonna. Is it worthwhile? No. Oh, actually, hold on. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and take this right here. That works for me there, and then that puts his queen in check in a little bit of jeopardy here. Okay, he goes in for that. That's okay. I'm gonna move my rook down here. That was probably a dumb move because his knight's just going to get it next. I don't know what I was thinking. I probably should have just moved my king. Whatever. But she's going to go for this. Yeah, that's checkmate. Okay. That's the end of the game there. But there you go. That was a good game. Let's see. How long have I been recording? About 30 minutes. I think I've done like 2 or 3 30-minute streams of chess. So I think I did a good amount of chess for today. So got 6 blunders. I wonder... 3 mistakes and 6 blunders. Okay, well, I won some, I lost some, but alright, well, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great night, and you will see me next time. Alright, see you guys.